your boy Akademiks and check it out. Now, rap disappoints me yet again. Because when you think somebody's about to stand up for something, they're trying to bring integrity back to the game, they're standing up for something they feel is right, they tell you I fear nobody, you think it's really real. But in essence, and when you get down to the nitty gritty, it's just all about the motherfucking money, right? Meaning, people could only see the wrong in a situation when the checks are not coming their way. What am I talking about? Because we had a writer out of the OVO sweatshop come up for air. You know what I mean? He was stuck in the basement. He came up to expose it all. But then when you realize it was only about a motherfucking check, it's not no integrity, it's just about a check. Once you realize that's what it is, you get to realize there's nothing there. There's no substance. Because we have the first ghostwriter, an alleged ghostwriter, I'll say, but Quentin Miller came up from the fucking OVO sweatshop basement. Yes, he was gasping for air. Deep breath, Quentin. Deep breath, right? Because he was complaining, or not really complaining, but supposedly he was complaining to people around him that he was only getting 5 stacks a month from OVO and he was making hits for Drake. Drake used about like 4 or 5 of his songs, right? But then something happened. That kind of magically disappeared. Meek tried to reach out. He kind of was falling back. Other situations happen. And I kind of get it with that. Meek forced him out into the light. Okay, he didn't want to be a snitch. Cool. But then we get another situation. Another alleged ghostwriter, or he claims he's a ghostwriter, right? Who escapes the lyrics trafficking facility going on at OVO, right, at the fucking sweatshop, and he sneaks upstairs and he shouts out, I'm about to expose this entire bitch. And I'm like, word, right? This time he speaks up voluntarily. He claims that he fears only one God, okay, not the fake-ass 6 God. He calls out the manager. He calls out just how business is being run at OVO. He speaks like he wants to let us know the truth.
Have you ever heard in the history of hip-hop a man that gives away his creativity and helps make Billboard hits but doesn't get paid $1 for it, 1 credit for it, and here stuck in the hood? You know what I'm saying? That doesn't make sense, but exposing these niggas will make sense. Fuck you bitch-ass niggas, it's on, bitch. Oliver's a fucking snake-ass nigga, double-headed snake-ass nigga, psychotic-looking motherfucker-ass nigga, always stirring the pot, telling me Rihanna wanted me at the music video shoot with Drake, didn't want me to come, all Drake's friends hate you, Drake doesn't like you. You always stirring the pot, you bitch. This nigga Oliver told me the whole OVO team thinks I deserve a compensation for everything Drake took from me. And all the Manchester offered me is $500. $500? Can't even pay mama's rent. What are you smoking drugs, brother? You taking heroin? You look like you're on heroin. Fiend. Oliver is a shady-ass white boy, culture vulture-ass, snake-ass nigga, a nerd, a dweeb, everything. Begs me to wear his clothes and advertise. That's why I used to wear his clothes. I thought we was family with OVO, but these niggas never paid me $1 after they stole my wages. They're trying to hide me from the world and hide me from the...
Like he's been hidden from the world. He's been hidden in a basement. Now, he said something about $500, and I kind of rose an eyebrow because I'm like, word? But he did mention $500 can't pay mama's rent. So I'm like, I kind of get it. Now, we're finally caught up because if you don't know, he was on Instagram, and I'm talking about Moji. He was on Instagram keeping it real suspenseful, like a fucking How to Get Away with Murder series, right? And today he deleted all of it. All of the Instagram posts, he deleted it. Now, I spoke to somebody who was cool with Moji and apparently knew a little bit more about the situation because I reached out to him, but I get to find out he was only using this as leverage to get paid. If you don't know, from what I'm being told, the check was cut. OVO paid him. He deleted everything, acting like nothing ain't going on. But here's the thing, man. Checks don't get cut over here, okay? I ain't gonna forget. Y'all niggas started this media storm, and now we gotta focus on who the fuck is lying. You know what I mean? Number one, if you did this for the sole purpose of the check, it means you're a untrustworthy nigga. That means if we have a business deal and anything goes wrong, you go blabbing to the press. So that's already a problem. But I spoke to somebody who was close to the situation. He probably won't like me putting this out, but nigga, you're talking academics. Fuck you, care. Anyway, here's the issue. And this was the alleged issue that went wrong with Moji, and that's why he supposedly was trying to expose OVO and Drake, right? Or really the manager. Now, I'm going to read it directly here. I'm not going to put up the screenshot of the DM from the people or whoever. But it said, Moji recorded some reference tracks for Oliver to send to 40 or Drake. There were roughly about 3 mixes that were recorded in a 10-hour session. Oliver took the mixes, sent them to 40. We left the studio that day. Oliver was shooting Moji text messages about paying him an unconfirmed amount. until later it was found out it was only going to be a few $100. Okay, apparently Oliver knew that Moji was with a couple of people, and that's why there's been a lot of I don't even really want to get into what's going on with their camp, who knows, but he says out of nowhere Oliver blocks Moji and a couple other people, right? Now they're saying this, right? They're saying the 3 reference tracks are most likely going to be used, but from the conversations they had, it's probably going to be sampled for views from the 6. And he said they can't confirm if it's going to be used because they're not connected with the camp like that. But they recorded 3 reference tracks. Okay, now it says if views drops, it most likely will have those 3. It says blah blah blah, and okay, so this is great. Moji should be paid for his contributions or at least given a contract with OVO. We know that ain't happening, okay? Right? Especially after this, right? So I guess he didn't get paid. I guess he thought he was going to get a contract with OVO. They're kind of cutting him off like they cut off Quentin Miller. And it's basically the person saying, yeah, I was a bystander to all these situations. And then I get another message from the person. Again, I wish I could put it up. I don't want to put this one up. It says, they just paid Moji, okay? And pretty much, that's it. That's it. So I'm not sure, it's an undisclosed amount. I'm not sure how much he got paid. And he's keeping quiet now because before he was trying to expose, but as soon as the check gets cut, he's kind of quiet. He's not even telling the people around him. So basically, we get to find out, right, that number one, it was really nothing he was trying to expose. He just wanted a fucking check, which just tells me, yo, Drake, you got to cut the fucking checks, man. You got these niggas exposing you. You got to cut a check. You're rich. Cut the fucking check. Now, secondly, it tells me that the credibility of these people, when they do come up with something, I got to look at them and be like, nobody gives a fuck. Okay, if you want to get paid, nigga, go to your employer. Don't come to the media. So pretty much that's what it is, man. I honestly wish it was more, but we get to find out that it's really all about a check, man. Just think about it, right? People could be bought, all right? And the difference with your homie flipping on you, and that's what I've always said, these niggas are only as loyal as their last fucking meal. If you ain't feed them last, expect no loyalty. Drake, learn from me. Unless you're cutting those checks, them niggas will expose you in a second. Even the niggas that are right by your side. Make sure you're cutting these checks. Because when you cut the checks, you realize what happened? Instagram posts go away. People forgot what they said. Nobody wants to talk anymore. Everything is all good. Keep cutting the checks. And again, I already told y'all, nobody gives a fuck if Drake has a ghostwriter. Nobody really cares. I mean, the majority of fans don't care. The minority who are really into the art of the craft, they care, but they don't matter because they can't do shit, right? Me included, right? So that's pretty much what it is. So basically, the ghostwriter's back down to the sweatshop, and he probably get fired, but he got a nice little severance package, and that's about it. It's fucked up, but that's pretty much it. I'm telling y'all the truth, man. Also, real quick, his crew, which is Halal Gang or some shit, they posted a picture, and I guess this is when everything got squashed behind the scenes. They posted a picture that had Moji cropped out, but apparently they're all good now. Nobody ain't getting cut. They probably would have flipped on him for Drake, but everything is all good now, which just tells me, man, shit, I hope I don't get around motherfuckers with a lot of money and influence, because they could change your mind. They could change your situation. They could basically have you singing A one day, and the next motherfucking day you're singing Z. Shit is crazy, okay? Hey, I don't know. I fucking don't know, man. It's your boy Akademiks. Get in the comment box. But you guys definitely subscribe. What do you think of this whole thing? We're going to put this saga to rest. And Moji, please don't reach out to me. Don't be tagging me. Nothing. Listen, you're a ghostwriter. We get it. You got a shout out on a song, but your credibility has been shot. We try to give you the benefit of the doubt to cover it, but now we figured that pretty much you're only going to be mad at Drake when you don't get paid. If you're not getting paid, you better go to HR at OVO. Don't be coming to Akademiks and the rest of the blogs and the media. Go to HR. It's your boy Akademiks. Get in the comment box. If you guys definitely subscribe. How about